Okay, we're back with the preview and injury report for the 9th round of AMA Pro Motocross this weekend at Ironman Raceway. Racers will line up again this weekend in Indiana after a much-needed 2-week break. So the question is, who took the time to rest and recover, and who kept right on grinding? Riders who missed time with injuries earlier this year, like Hunter and Jet Lawrence or Eli Tomac, might have kept right on training, while someone like the SMX points leader Justin Cooper, who has done every single race so far this year, enjoyed a little break. In the 450 class, the previous race at Washougal offered maybe the best battle of the year between the Lawrences, Tomac, and Chase Sexton, with Sexton coming out on top. Will we see more of that this weekend? Sexton should only be getting stronger after missing weeks of pro motocross, but Washougal is also a really great track for him. So, can he keep it going? In the 250 class, Joe Shimoda has been on a tear lately, and without a rear brake issue at Spring Creek, he could have made it 3 in a row. You can bet Hayden Deegan does not like to lose and will be looking for redemption this weekend. But how will other riders like Seth Hamaker or Garrett Marchbanks do on the rutted Ironman track? For more on the track, let's send it to Jason Thomas.
Ironman Raceway plays host to the 9th round of Pro Motocross and the 26th round of the Greater SMX World Championship Series. And Ironman is a precursor to what we will see this October, maybe a sneak peek of the Motocross of Nations that will dominate headlines after we wrap up the finale in Las Vegas. And Ironman is genuinely a liked track. Now, conditions here can vary. We've seen very ruddy conditions over the years, but with a lack of rainfall leading in, I'm thinking this will be a harder version of Ironman than we've seen in certain years, especially going all the way back to, say, 2015 when it was a full mud race. There is a new section at Ironman that was added last year. It will be interesting to see how that's been developed, and that is all leading up to the aforementioned Motocross of Nations, to give more area for fans to venture in, more camping sites, and more viewing areas along the fence line in the tree area. Start will be critically important as per the usual, but it is a racetrack that does offer passing. The trick is you have to make the pass made before you get to the corner, as a lot of the corners at Ironman will funnel back to the inside. Watch for some bounce back rides from guys like Hayden Deegan, who should be fully healthy. Watch for Jet Lawrence trying to get back to his winning ways, as he's only lost 2 450 Pro Motocross overalls in his career, and the last one coming at Washougal. For Chase Sexton, this is a racetrack that does work for him. You think about his home racetrack of RedBud, only a few hours away, so he is very accustomed to this type of dirt and will come in with a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence in the Ironman, where I expect him to be chosen for Team USA this October. So overall, I think it's a warm-up for Motocross of Nations for a lot of riders. We'll see some riders from Australia and New Zealand come over. Team USA will be in attendance. Team Australia, last year's victors, will be there. And, of course, Jet Lawrence leading the championship along the way, too. So enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a hot one. Only 3 left.
Thanks, JT. Now for the injury report brought to you by Leatt. We'll give you the basics here. Aaron Plessinger is now out for the rest of Pro Motocross while dealing with an illness. But we do hear his teammates, Tom Vial and Julien Beaumer, should return to racing this weekend. Jason Anderson is out for the rest of the year with health issues. Grant Harlan and Derek Kelley are out with leg injuries. Cooper Webb is out with a knee injury, and Dylan Ferrandis says he will return for next weekend at Unadilla. Colt Nichols is now out with a torn ligament in his thumb. And we have some updates from Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing. Michael Mosiman should be back after an ankle injury, and Pierce Brown and Daxton Bennick are also expected to be back. Cole Davies and Max Anstey are still out with their injuries. Joey Savacci is still out. Jalik Swoll was banged up at Washougal, but he is racing Ironman. And Jet Reynolds makes his return from a broken leg this weekend. We're still awaiting word on Ty Masterpool's status for this weekend. And finally, Styles Robertson, who was already out due to wrist issues, this week just announced that injury will lead to him retiring from professional racing. That's it for the injury report. You can watch Saturday's racing live on Peacock. However, there's lots happening on Friday at this round, starting with the AMA's announcement of Team USA for the 2025 Motocross of Nations. That race will take place right here at Ironman on October 5th. Also, there's plenty of racing on Friday with SMX Next and WMX. All of the SMX Next riders are fresh off of Loretta's, so we will see who is still recovering and who has more left in the tank. Plus, Yamaha Star Racing's Caden Dudney is back from injury for that race. Also, for WMX, that series took an 8-week break after Thunder Valley. That should be enough time for Charlie Cannon's finger to heal up and race at 100%. She had surgery on that 1 week before the opening round, but considering she just swept the last 4 motos to wrap up the MXW title in Australia, it would appear she's ready to go. Meanwhile, series leader Lala Turner just swept all 3 motos at Loretta's, so the Cannon-Turner battle that fans were hoping for at the beginning of the year might just happen this weekend. WMX will run their first motos on Friday and second motos on Saturday. That will air live on Peacock between the first and second motos for the 250s and 450s. There is going to be a lot to unpack this weekend, and you won't want to miss it.